Welcome parents and carers to the Epping West Year 6 information session. During this presentation, we will inform you of the relevant information about 2022. If you have any questions, please contact your class teacher via the school email. The following items will be discussed during this session. The Year 6 team consists of myself, Mr. Davies, as Assistant Principal, Mrs. Lawrence, our grade coordinator, Mrs. Gilbertson, Mrs. Kim, Mrs. Powell, Mr. Stanovich, and Miss El Rassi. We also have a wonderful team of specialist teachers supporting us this year. Ms. Featherstone, EALD, Mrs. Wiltshire, Learning and Support Teacher, Ms. Crozier, Music, and Mr. Yang, ICT and Music.
Students are to be dropped off at school at 8:40, as this is the time our teacher supervision duties commence. School finishes at 3:10. Students are then to meet their parents or carers at a pre-arranged gate. If your child is sick or away from school for any reason, you must send a note informing the school the reason for the absence. This may also be done via the parent portal. Communication between the school and you is through the school newsletter, which is published weekly on a Wednesday, available on the school website using our password Aurora96 ! Remember to include the exclamation mark. You can keep in touch with your child's teacher via written notes or send an email to the school stating who the teacher is. It is vitally important that you put labels on all your child's items, including lunch boxes and hats and water bottles. There is always an enormous amount of lost property, and we try to encourage students to take care of their own property. With 1,300 students, we simply can't keep track of the students' property for them, and it's costing you money to keep replacing them. As well, we are teaching the students to be responsible for their own equipment at school. iPads need to be brought to school fully charged each day.
Your children are in Year 6 this year, their final year of their primary education, which is an important time in their lives. This is the time when good work habits can be made. They want greater independence. However, with more independence comes more responsibility. Therefore, their behavior at school must include things such as a strong sense of responsibility, well-established work habits, and a commitment to their own learning goals. Their behavior on the playground must be exemplary, because they are role models for the younger students who are looking to them as examples of how to behave. They are encouraged to set SMART goals for their learning and work towards them. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. Their good habit should start to be laid down this year in preparation for high school, using their diaries, reading regularly, taking care of their property and respecting others, eating healthy foods, and getting the right amount of quality sleep. Their exemplary behavior needs to be extended to excursions and outside of the school day as well. Their behavior always reflects back on the school and the school community. Things like being polite and friendly, respectful and showing caring and empathy. A reminder that all mobile phones should be handed into the office before school each day.
The Student Engagement and Learning Team has been newly formed at Epping West Public School to join together learning and support and English as an additional language or dialect. We support the students of Stage 3 and work collaboratively with the classroom teachers to specifically meet the individual needs of the child. EALD stands for English as an Additional Language or Dialect. Our school has a team of specialist EALD teachers who work with EALD students to develop their English language skills. The EALD teacher on Stage 3 is Miss Colleen Featherstone. Ms. Featherstone will work closely with the class teacher to support recently arrived EALD students and those who require further English support. We can arrange interpreter services to aid communication between parents and teachers. Please let your class teacher know if you require this support. The School Learning and Support Team plays a key role in ensuring that the specific needs of students with additional learning and support needs are met. It is a team approach that involves the classroom teacher, parents, and students in the development of successful, happy children. If you have any concerns, your first point of contact is with the classroom teacher. We look forward to working with you throughout the year.
Our Community Liaison Officer works with our school community and does so by facilitating partnerships and strengthening communication between families and school. They also work with local organisations such as the Rotary Club to provide support services and training for our school community to achieve positive and respectful relationships. They also work with our Community Language Network group, a group consisting of parent-carer volunteers from diversified multicultural backgrounds. The group consists of members that are able to speak multiple languages and actively support the school in connecting communities together. They also assist communication via translation and assist new families to transition to our school. The working group also helps at school events and functions. Everyone is welcome to join. Please do not hesitate to contact Erin through the school office if you have any questions.
The creative learner qualities underpin the values at Epping West Public School. Awards from teachers are given for being curious, playful and innovative, passionate and caring, resilient and persistent, and collaborative. Once the students have attained 12 awards, they are rewarded with a morning or afternoon tea with Mrs. Hinder.
With technology being used so frequently at school and at home, it is vitally important that you know the online activity of your child. As we use iPads, creating an Apple Family account which enables you to track and control your child's online activity would be a great start. We need to ensure the safety of our students from the dangers of the internet. Discussing the dangers openly with your children is an absolute necessity. Here at Epping West, we teach a unit on cyber safety. We begin by teaching students about being a good digital citizen and making the internet a positive experience by being kind to one another when messaging. Next, we discuss the dangers that arise being online, such as spam and inappropriate websites. Please, I encourage all parents to have an open and frank discussion with their children about the internet. During the term, the students are also taught typing and coding using a number of online resources, as well as using word processor spreadsheets and slides.
Homework is assigned to complement what is being taught in the units of work in the classroom. This gives the students practice in the areas that they have studied in order to solidify their understanding. No more than 30 minutes per day, so it doesn't become a chore, does not disrupt their quality time with family, or they're getting a good night's sleep. It is very important that the students also participate in at least 20 minutes of physical activity each day in order to maintain their health and well-being.
It is important that the office has your correct home address details. These details are used to determine local school entry. Incorrect information may slow down the processing of your application. Camp is being organised this year through a new company, and it will be a wonderful learning opportunity for the students and a time to bond and have some fun. Jersey order forms were emailed to all parents last week. The jerseys are being organised by a wonderful, helpful parent committee.
Students need to maintain a balance with their lives between schoolwork, study, recreational activities, and socializing. Too much pressure can harm a student's mental and physical well-being. Please read this article from the Sydney Morning Herald that addresses this issue. It also contains some tips on how to support our students' mental health and well-being.